Good evening, everybody. Our group is tasked representing on PubMed. In this presentation, we'll be looking at what is PubMed and what are some of the resources found in PubMed. Our group members are Yugita Bodram, Krixan Bakas, Louisiana Derup, Jamie Singh, Trevor Tobin, Vandal Austin, and myself, Ravindra Jodia. Now, first, I'll be taking you through what is PubMed. Now, PubMed is a free web-based interface created by the National Library of Medicine, and this interface is used to search the medline for information about an article. Now, um, PubMed, it doesn't search the full text of an article, but it actually searches the title of the article. Next slide, please. Now, PubMed comprises of a medical database, and now in this database, it contains a lot of information, and now this information will include journal articles that that can be related to medicine, dentistry, nursing, healthcare system, and many other medical journal articles. Now, what you need to know about PubMed is that information about meeting abstracts, dissertations, or website are not included in PubMed. I will now hand you over to Louisiana Group, which will be taking you through the resources that can be found on PubMed.
Now, what are the resources that can be found in PubMed? So basically, PubMed contains a record of citation information. These may include authors, title of the journals, and the publication date. Also, PubMed contains abstracts from published articles and books. The abstract tend to include links for the full text from other sources when it is available. For example, publisher's website and PubMed Central database. On the next slide, we have a picture here that shows the information that can be found on a PubMed page. Firstly, we have a date of publication. Also, it have the article title, the author's name, and the abstract of the article. The abstract is basically a summary of the entire article. Now, abstracts, they are usually designed to highlight key points from major sections of the paper and to explain what the paper includes. An effective abstract tends to provide sufficient details to expedite classifying the paper as relevant or not relevant to the reader's clinical work or their research interests. On the next slide, here we have another picture where we can see other resources that will give the reader more information on the article, and that can be seen at the bottom of the picture. Now moving on the other slide, here we have a picture of an example of an article that can be found on the PubMed page. Now at number 1, we can see the article name. At number 2, we can see the journal title and its publication. At number 3, shows where the publisher of the journal can be identified by using the identification of the logo that is seen there. And at number 4, it is showing us that if you click on the journal name and then choose NLM catalog, it will then take you to a tab which we can see on the next slide. Yes, and on this tab, it consists additional detail on the journal that was found on the PubMed page. These may include the full title of the journal publisher, which will be beneficial when referencing this journal. And lastly, it could include links that will lead you to the journal that is available through the publisher's database. And then we have our references on. And that brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.